Hi, good evening. Ooh, ooh, hello, hello, hello. I am live again. So it's day 11 of our day 30-day challenge, and today I'll be talking about faith in the face of setbacks. Faith in the face of setbacks. Okay. Um, I'll be sharing my reflections on the topic. Okay. So faith in the face of setback means holding on to belief. It means that you are holding on to the belief in yourself, in your purpose, in your bigger picture, even when nothing seems to be working. Yeah. So it is not, it's just holding on to the belief that, you know what, I have belief in this thing. I know it's going to succeed. It does not look like everything is working. It does not look like everything I'm doing right now makes sense. It doesn't feel like it's adding up, but I still believe. Okay. So it is not that you are ignoring reality. No. It is not that you are being optimistically optimism. Trying to find the English now. It's not that you're being blind optimism. So you know when you have optimism and you're trying to tell yourself that, because optimism is positive, but it can be perceived as being blind, like you're being positive blindly, if you understand what I mean. So that's not what faith is. It's not That's not faith in the face of setback, but it is a resilient mindset, the ability to continue going, start having that resilience to continue to keep moving forward despite any disappointment, despite any uncertainty, and despite all any repeated failure, of which I'm sure if you look into your life, if you reflect very deeply, you may have had moments where it felt like things were not playing out the way you expected them to play out, and everything that is happening in front of you just felt like it's not even adding up. Like you're literally trying to follow someone's footsteps because you see that that person has been successful in something, and you're doing everything they do, right? Because they say success leaves footprints, isn't it? But yes, it's not working. You're trying everything, it's not working. But it doesn't mean that um, you're a failure. Yes, you might have failed, but it doesn't mean that you're a failure. Okay, so it is how do you deal with such a situation? So one of the ways by which you can build a faith or build faith in the face of setback, because setbacks are inevitable, is just remember this: faith is not passive. Faith is a choice. You make a choice to believe or you make a choice not to believe, right? It is all about the choices we make. The Bible says that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But you have to first believe it before you can see it, right? And have faith that it will come to pass. Like have faith that you will be able to see it, right? So when you hit a wall, you can either give up or choose to believe that the struggle has meaning and that progress is still possible, even if it feels invisible right now. Yes, according to Martin Luther King, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Yes, that is how it looks like. Now, number two, setbacks are temporary, growth is not. Okay, so what happens when you have faith is that it allows you to see setbacks as a part of the process, right? And not the end of the story. It's all about perspective, but you just have to decide. Again, like I said earlier, it's a matter of choice. What you want to believe. You can choose to believe that the struggle has meaning, or you can choose to believe that there's no more, there's no way now, right now. But setbacks are part of the process, okay? Growth is not part of the process, but it teaches you, sorry, growth is not temporary, setbacks are temporary. Growth helps you, right? It teaches, refines, and strengthens you, right? So because every major success story today, go and ask yourself, go and research them, go and like I do, there's this channel I watch. I know I've said it a lot of times, and it's not that I know the owner, But I find his channel very, very inspiring, right? Because it's School of Hard Knocks. If you go on YouTube or Instagram, it's everywhere really. School of Hard Knocks. When you go there, you will see that um, there's this young gentleman that interviews successful people. And when you hear those successful people's their story, what becomes very clear, what has become clear to me is that these people did not achieve success overnight. They had failure, they had times where they lost, but they didn't give up, right? They just kept on going on and on and on until they got to the point where they are today. You're looking for a job, you're applying for a job. I've heard people say they apply for 100 jobs and none of them call them for interview. You have had people say that they didn't know that this opportunity was real and now it's gone and they can never come back to them again. So it's every success story has is there's something there feels like it could be it includes failure. Every success story includes failure. It could be that you didn't get that admission, it could be you didn't get that job, it could be that you lost some investment, you know. But do you know what makes people stand out? Is how you respond. Do you take it as the end of the world or the end of the story, or do you see it as part of the process? Now, the third point is faith anchors you when motivation fails. Remember, yesterday I told you motivation is temporary. It is not what keeps you going, it is discipline. But sometimes, even discipline can feel heavy. But what keeps you connected is faith. Connected to your why you started your vision or your purpose or calling. That is what keeps you going. All right. And the fourth and final point is this: faith isn't just personal, it can be shared. See? So you have to try to build your community. Get a friend or friends or a group of people that would always be there for you. They, not my words, always. You don't want people that are not there for you all the time, okay? So you can borrow their faith. If maybe they have done it and they've achieved what they wanted to achieve, or they've achieved a lot, and you are really hoping that, okay, your turn will come, you borrow their inspiration, you borrow their faith by talking to your mentor, your friend, your church, carry you through this tough time because setbacks are very painful and it can be it can shake you beyond what you can imagine because shared belief can rekindle your own. If you're feeling low and you feel like you want to what's the word, you want to rekindle your own faith, you have to look for a mentor or a friend or a spiritual person or somebody or something just to talk to borrow their faith. Okay, so now practical faith in action. Keep showing up. Do the work even when results aren't visible. Speak truth to the doubt. Remind yourself of past wins and inner strength. Make sure you detach from outcomes. So focus on the process, not perfection, because it's a habit that we form. We're always looking for the perfect finish, but we don't have to. It's encouraging us, the book is encouraging us to focus on the process. Now, also surround yourself with support. That is so key. I cannot even overemphasize the importance of that. Surround yourself with support because faith thrives in community. So, to summarize, setbacks test your faith, but they also shape it. And often, what feels like a detour is preparing you for the path ahead. Okay? I hope this encourages someone tonight. This is just my reflections on the chapter. Uh, I'll be out again tomorrow, hopefully, by the grace of God. I hope you have a good evening and speak to you tomorrow. Bye bye.